Hey everyone, welcome to the ROAS calculator. Man, I'm so excited because I wish in 2015, 2016, I had all these tools. First of all, I don't like formulas. I hate Excel sheets. And I want something to be simple. So that's why we came up with the ROAS calculator. So you're going to install it with one click. You're going to see it in the app section. We're going to click Roascalc. Once you get in here, there's really three main numbers that you need all the time. The first one that you see here is the sales price. You can see here what you sell your item for in your store before shipping. And that's true because we don't teach free shipping in this course. You could do that type of strategy, whatever, but we want to be able to make money in every possible way. The next thing we want is what we're going to charge the customer for shipping. Okay? How much you charge for shipping. Right now, let's put that down to about $4.99. That's usually what we charge in the US to start without any upsells. And then here we're going to put our product at, let's say, $19.97. Okay? Then you have the cost. What does it cost you to get it from the supplier to the front doorstep? So I see a lot of people, they make a mistake, they go over to AliExpress or wherever they're going to get the product, and it may say like $3.42. But what about the shipping costs? Some do ship for free, some have e-packets, some have different shipping prices, and to different countries they will cost different shipping. So you need to know the exact amount. Okay, so let's just say what we'd like to do is stay between 4 and 6 for the impulsive buy. We'll put it at $4.50. Okay, now I have it defaulted at 20% net profit. That just happens to be the number when I start doing volume in my stores. Could you make 30, 40, 50% net profit? Absolutely. Just the numbers are going to be a lot lower. As you scale, your net profit will go down, but your overall profit will go up. I know that may be really hard to understand right now, but if you only made 10 sales at 50% profit versus 100 sales at 20% profit, the 100 at 20% is going to win all day long. And now imagine if that's 100 sales, 200, 500,000, 10,000 sales. Overall, that's going to win every single time. So I have it set to 20. If you want to change it and play with it, absolutely go ahead. Underneath that is the fees. Again, I'm showing you stuff that's in my business, real world stuff. So fees are based on the merchant and per transaction fee every time you get an order. It doesn't matter who you go with, Shopify merchant, PayPal, other merchant companies, your own bank, all that stuff. Every single one of them has the same thing. And then I factor in a couple refunds here and there, a little bit of mistakes, whatever it is, and that's how I got to the 4.5. You could go and change it to anything that you want, but those are the base numbers. I don't usually change them. The only thing you need to change is sales price, shipping, cost, but I thought you should know how net profit and fees work. Right hand side, you can see that, man, we got the green box right off the rip. That means it's good to go. This is going to give us the best chance of success when we're testing. Meaning that, let's just go over here. This says profit and max CPP. Max CPP stands for cost per purchase. We don't want to pay more than $20.46 for a purchase because then we might not break even. BEP, break even point. If we spend $1, we only need $1.29 back to break even. Not only do we break even, we get data from Facebook, we get email addresses, we get phone numbers, we get a customer list. It's awesome. Not many companies break even on the front. We're going to do it all the time. Not only are we going to break even, we're actually going to make profit on the front. Now, this is the most important number here. ROAS, return on ad spend, $1.74. If we spend $1 and we get $1.74 back, you will see that we will make a net profit of 20%. That's awesome. Our margin here on the right hand side is 81.97%. The higher the margin, the better it is and easier it is to make profit. Now, that's super simple. Let's say for some reason we wanted to sell a product at $24.97. Shipping, because we're going international maybe, is $5.99. And this time our product's a little bit expensive. It's going to be $9.50. Now we're in the yellow. The yellow simply means that, could you do this? Absolutely. As a newbie, might be a little bit tough. Intermediate, you should be able to do this. And the expert most likely can. But it's harder. Just because you could do it doesn't mean that you should. The product could sell on Facebook. It could sell on Instagram. It could sell anywhere else that we're teaching you to advertise. But it doesn't mean that you'll make profit. And it doesn't mean that you'll make the maximum amount of profit. We want to go after the products that are impulsive and give you the best chance for success. Now let's go one more time and say that we have a supplier and they're charging us even more of a price here. And for some reason we can't get it to sell $24.97. The value isn't there, so we tried $19.97. Boom, red, danger. Could you sell products that get 3.66 ROAS? Absolutely. I'll give you an example. Wall art, 5-piece wall art, 3-piece wall art, all that stuff. They have these fancy designs on it and go in your house. They sell for between $150, $199, $250. But you really get that product in between $50 and $70 at the highest. So could these ROAS numbers work for you? Absolutely. But it'll be few and far between. Your purchases will cost you a lot of money. And here on the lower impulsive, that's really, really hard to get to, the 3.66, unless it's a super viral product. So all we're going to do is we're going to put that to the side. We're not going to test it. We're not going to waste money. We're going to look for anything that we got in the green. Now let's fix our numbers here real quick. Let me show you one more thing. We're going to go down here. We're charging $4.99 for shipping. We're going to go here. And let's say, I think it was $4.50 maybe. Okay, we're in the green and we're like, yes, we want to test this. We're going to save that result. And the title here is going to be, let's say it's a rose bear. And we hit save. The reason why we have saved results, I used to write these down on a piece of paper or again have someone put in an Excel sheet that I didn't want to look at. I'm like, oh my God. And then as you're looking at ads and stuff, you got to try to remember off the top of your head, what are my numbers? Very much a pain in the butt. So as you get a list here, you'll have 10 products, 12 products, 15, 25, 30, and you need to be able to look real quick. So you name it something and then boom, you'll be able to see all your stats all the way across, what you should be testing, what you shouldn't, what's your break even, what's your ROAS. And let me show you something. We're going to click on this button right here. Boom. We're going to hit copy. Now when we hit copy, we're going to go over to our Facebook campaign. I didn't go through the whole entire process, but here's your campaign name right here on the right hand side. You're just going to paste and look at that. It's going to say Rose Bear, break even point 1.37, ROAS 1.89, and max CPP $15.46. Now, what are you doing with this information? You can quickly look inside that campaign when you're trying to make decisions. You're like, hey, anything under 1.37, we're shutting it off. No need to lose money. Thank you. ROAS 1.89, anything in that range higher is higher than 20%. That's just your bottom line. So, man, you are happy, good to go. Let's go start scaling. And if it's between 1.37 and 1.89, you know that it's over break even, but not 20% profit. And you still keep it because you're making money. As long as you're breaking even, you keep going, you keep scaling, you keep spending, keep making sales. It gets better, better, and better. And finally, you use the max CPP as a gauge. Now let's go back to the calculator real quick. I need you to be using this every single day when you're trying to test products and bring products into your store. If you know that everything in your store is going to make you some type of profit at a certain price, you are good to go. Best chance of success. I always talk about that. That's what we want. We don't want to waste money. We don't want to test. We don't want to waste time. So make sure you're using the ROAS calculator. And I'll see you in the next course.